What's up, guys? Jason Guyman here, King of Pressure Wash, and tonight I got a question asked by Watch Yo 2833 the other day, and I'm going to hit on that question, and I got a little bit of a story to tell of how you can do this and how someone has done this as we speak right now. Not somebody that I might know, but someone that has done this. He did 165-ish thousand last year. He's already over $100,000 without a whole lot of equipment. And so that is what we are going to hit on tonight. That is what I want to hit on. And I will tell you what he has done to be able to get to this point and what you need to do to make this happen for you, because you are what this needs to happen. Before I get going here too far, I did say I was supposed to give away a ticket to the huge convention. Again, if you want to check it out, you can go to kingofpressurewash.com/giveaway. You do have to put a capital G in, or otherwise it won't go there. And that will get you to be able to get a free ticket for the huge convention. I believe I've got like 2 left, and I got to get rid of them before August 1st. So if you're planning on going to the huge, make sure you go to kingofpressurewash.com. And at the end of this show, I will give one away. So that is kind of where we are, right? Actually, let's get rid of some Christmas lights. I love Christmas lights, and Christmas is just around the corner, but this is pressure washing. So we're going to go to bricks. So the book of the night is, what I would highly recommend you to read is Think and Grow Rich. Don't just read it once, but read it 10 times. Learn it. Read it every year. I would highly recommend you to read that book. It is a great book. It is definitely something that will help you, teach you, and make you grow better and not get out of your little mindset that you guys are probably in. And I know I'm kind of being harsh, but it is true. I suffer from it also. So it is definitely something that you need to make sure that you do this. So let's get started here. Actually, let's get some questions going here. So I gave the book. Also, I want to tell you another resource. I don't know if I have it up here on my thing, but if you go to kingofpressurewash.com/resource, I have all kinds of resources on that page that you can find all kinds of cool things on there also. So before and I would highly recommend you go check that out in your spare time if you have any. So before we get started, I always like seeing who we have in the house. We got Mr. Alvin in the house. Hello, everyone. Dream Team. Hey, everyone. Trying to finish this month off strong. Moving along on a 3 post-construction project for one of our builder contracts. Finished an outdoor lighting project and more residential. That's awesome. Mr. Lewis, how are you doing? Brian, how are you doing? What's up, Fresh Look? We got the Fresh Rinse in the house. How are you doing? What's up, people who take action? Man, you know, that is definitely something that I'm going to hit on a lot tonight, because this is guy that I'm talking about takes action and is killing it. And when you take action, you will get the best thing that you can ever do by doing that, taking action. We got Mr. Rich in the house. How are you doing? When you come into Roanoke, Virginia, I will help you out. I don't know yet. I've got all kinds of crazy things going on right now, so we'll have to see. What's up, everybody? Hey, folks. You're like the 3rd person who has recommended that book in the last 2 weeks. Well, because it's a great book. I highly recommend that book. If you haven't read it, I'd highly recommend you to read it. It is a great book. I promise you it will do you well, and it was awesome. Lots of people saying gemstones are the way to go. Hello from Southern Alabama. What's up, Lynn, and what's up, Soft? All right, let's hit on something here. So how this came about was 2 things. So one thing was So again, for the new people that are just getting in here, if you go to kingofpressurewash.com/giveaway with a capital G, it is, you can use your camera. Can you lower your camera a little bit? Maybe. So that way it ain't cut my face off. So this is something that I want to hit on because it came through two things here. So first thing here is I had a question that someone asked in on my question. He asked it twice, and it's a great question. And so this reminds me of a story that we just had about 2 or 3 weeks ago in the membership, and we talked about this. I actually have a guy that is growing his business, and this fits right along with it. Do I need to buy $10,000 worth of equipment? Do I need to buy $20,000 worth of equipment? Do I need to buy $50,000 worth of equipment? And the answer is no, and I'm going to tell you why. How do you get the opportunity with a little startup cost? For like example, I have a 2.7 pressure washer, a DeWalt disc. I'm assuming it's a surface cleaner. It's not much, but at this point, should I just set up the credit and pay it off, considering I don't have much to invest? And so here's what I'm going to tell you about this right here. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this up here. So we have a gentleman in my membership. He comes all the time. He's been in the membership for a couple years now, and he is one that he takes action, right? He hasn't bought a bunch of equipment. I'll tell you what he has for equipment here coming up, but this is what he has done. Last year in 2022, he's done over $165,000. $165,000. He's also done over $100,000 in 2023 already. So let's talk about what he has. Does he have $10,000 worth of equipment? No. This is what he had. So last year he had, and he talks a lot about this in the group when he comes on Sunday night, on the Sunday night or Monday night, whenever he comes on. And so this is something that you have to think about when he did this. He started with his pressure washing business with a 3-gallon-a-minute pressure washer. He has a 3-gallon-a-minute pressure washer. He has 150 feet of hose. He has 150 feet of garden hose. He has a surface cleaner, and he did $160,000. Now, I know there's people going to say there's no way that he's done it. I promise you he has. And he also does roof cleaning by doing a pump-up sprayer. So he uses a pump-up sprayer to do roof cleaning, and he does his other stuff with a 5-gallon-a-minute pressure, or a 3-gallon-a-minute pressure washer. This year he upgraded to a 4-gallon-a-minute pressure washer, and that's all he's upgraded. He's upgraded a 12 volt and all that, but he's been so busy that he hasn't been able to actually put it in service. And you might think I'm crazy, and you might think that I'm saying I'm crazy, but I'm not. He had us all rolling the other night because he's just killing it. Because it's not about the equipment. Can someone please put that in the comments? It's not about the equipment. People think that if I get more equipment, I'm going to grow faster, I'm going to do jobs, I'm going to do more jobs, and that is farthest from the truth. You know what he talks that he does? He works his Facebook groups, he works his yard signs, and he works networking. And guess what happens when you network? It doesn't matter if you have a $5,000 equipment, if you got $30,000 of equipment, if you got $100,000 worth of equipment. It does not matter. How many times do I have to say that? I know a lot of you love to get on here and watch me and watch all the other YouTube gurus because they talk about all this equipment and how much money you can make with this equipment. And so this is not what makes you money. It does not make you money. I promise you over and over and over and over, equipment does not make you money. I promise you. If you can't get this stupid phone to ring, equipment is not going to make your phone ring. Equipment is not going to make this thing ring. I see this over and over and over and over. My pressure washer doesn't talk to prospects. 100%. This is something. Is this live on yet? Yes, it's on. I'm fired up and ready to go. I hope I'm being talked to. But this is not something that you have to think about when people say, well, I can't make money because I don't have enough equipment. You have enough equipment right there to make what you need to make this happen, right? I see it over and over and over. I had many competitors that had amazing equipment and never made $100,000 a year. I've seen it over and over. I've seen people that have bought a $20,000 piece of equipment and could not make money to save their lives. Why? Because it has nothing to do with the equipment. And so it is definitely, if you might say, Jason, well, I'm not very good at sales. You know how you get better at sales? Go do some more sales. I'm not good at knocking on doors. Go knock on more doors. Right? This is how we get better. You know, I love Alex Hormozi. Alex Hormozi he's a billionaire, and he wrote the book $100 Million Offers. I was listening to his podcast today as I was mowing my grass, and I loved what he said. He's like, and I know I push books because it is a good thing to do. He's like, I don't read books because I can read 10 self-help books, and if I don't put nothing into action, it does me no good. And so he said, and so the chick that was interviewing him said, how do you get better at doing it? He's like, just do it. Just do it. Go do those sales appointments. Go do the things you need to do. That's what makes you better. It's not the equipment. It's not the how the chemicals. You know, I love people that when they show me their stuff, they have 25 chemicals on their truck. And I want to say, and how many times are you going to use a quarter of those? And they're going to be like, I don't know, but I got it just in case. I'm going to do rust removal. I'm going to do siding cleaning, oxidation. I'm going to do all this stuff. I'm like, cool. When? Well, I don't know when. I mean, I'm going to do it. Just trust me, Jason. I'm going to do it. Just trust me. I'm going to do it, Jason. When? And I know I might be hitting on some feet here, but this is definitely the truth, right? Repetition is the mother of skills. Doing it over and over and over will get you better. You know, and getting a little critique as you go, right? Don't just do the same thing over and over and it's not working. That's the definition of insanity. Go knock on 100 doors and see what you did right and figure out what you did wrong. And then change it. What you do right? What did you do wrong? Go knock on another 1,000 doors. What did you do right? What did you do wrong? What people did you close? What did you say to those people versus what did you not do? And so that is, I know, it's actually $100 task for me because I got 3 acres, but that's the only time I get to listen to podcasts. So that's my podcast time, is mowing grass. It's kind of my ozone of I can listen to podcasts, and I love doing it. That's the only reason why I do it. And I got 3 acres, so I can listen to almost 2 podcasts. Otherwise, I don't get to listen to podcasts no more. So I used to listen to podcasts all the time when I was headed down to the firehouse. That's an hour each way. I got to listen to a lot of podcasts then, but now I don't get to do that. So that's my only time that I get to listen to the podcast. So that's the only reason why I mow my grass now. So this is definitely something that I wouldn't talk to anyone in the beginning. You know, this is something that I see so many people sit there and they don't think they can do something, right? They think they got to have all this equipment. They think they got to have all of this stuff. And I'm going to show you this dude's Facebook page because I'm going to show you some roofs that he's cleaned with a pump-up sprayer. He'll tell you the DeWalt one from the Home Depot is a $40 one, and that's the best one to use, right? And so he's shore-to-shore power washing, right? He did upgrade to a 4 gallon a minute, and you know, here's one of the roofs that he did. Again, this was with a pump-up sprayer. No big sprayer, nothing like that, just a pump-up sprayer. And so you can see some of the roofs and some of the stuff he's done with just a pump-up sprayer. There's a reason why I'm hitting on this. I know you guys think I'm crazy when I say this, but he literally cleaned this with a pump-up sprayer. He didn't use nothing else, just a pump-up sprayer. And so this is what you want to do. Now, look, he's doing marketing. He's got yard sign. He's doing setting up at like little things. And that's what he can do, right? And so this is what it's about. And he's also getting big houses and big pools and big paver jobs and all of that kind of stuff, because guess what? You don't need a $10,000 rig to do a $10,000 job. I promise you, you don't. But people in their head think they need to have a $20,000 rig to do a $10,000 job. You can have a $1,000 rig and do $10,000 jobs. You can do that. You got to believe in yourself. You got to make it happen, and you got to you got to find the people that want to pay you high ticket. Because a lot of times, here's the other issue people start out with. Well, I can't charge that much, Jason, because I don't have as big of equipment. I don't have $10,000 worth of equipment. I don't have $20,000 worth of equipment. Guess what? You don't need it. You can charge premium pricing even if you don't have the high dollar ticket equipment. Because you know why you guys are afraid to ask for high dollar tickets? Because you're scared to death. You're scared that I am not my customer, right? How many times have I told you, you are not your customer? I've said it over and over and over. Well, Jason, and then I love when I get the complaints, right? Here's the complaints. Well, Jason, you just don't understand, right? You know what that tells me? Nope, you just don't understand, dude. You don't understand. You don't understand why you can't make money. You can't make money because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in your product. You don't believe in what you can do. That's what I know. It's not about wherever you are. I can promise you, I can go to place after place after place and find people that are high dollar, high ticket, the most ever out there. And guess what? Are they going to close everybody? Absolutely not. Are they going to close the ones that are going to pay them the best? Absolutely. Are they going to be the best customers? Absolutely. Are they going to refer other great customers? Absolutely. Right? It's because that's what you have to do. You have to get passionate. You got to believe in yourself. You got to love what you do. You got to believe that you are worth $10,000 an hour. And I know you might say, Jason, there's no way I'm worth $10,000 an hour. Well, you're right. You're right. You're not worth $10,000 an hour because you don't believe it in yourself. You don't believe you're worth $100 an hour. Some of you, and I hate to say it, don't believe $50 an hour, but you are. You're worth $300, $500, $1,000. Some of you could be worth $10,000. You just got to believe it and make it happen. You know what? Jason Hefner, I love him. And you know why I love him? Because he's crying because it's hot. Because it's going to be 105 down there. It's only going to be 90 here. But he sent me some messages the other day. And it's about flipping rocks, right? Here's the thing. If you ain't busy, go flip rocks. If you're not knocking on doors and not just residential doors, I don't want you just knocking on residential doors. If you're not busy, you go and talk to 50 business owners a week. That's 10 a day, right? You go find 10 business owners a week. You go flip every rock. And one of the rocks he flipped, now I have to flip 40 more. I just closed a $5,400 church cleaning by flipping rocks, working out to be our best summer yet with vacations and all, right? Guess what? This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And I don't care if you're young. I don't care if you're old. Them can be all excuses. Well, Jason, you just don't understand. I'm only 20 years old. I'm only 18 years old. Who cares? Because the dude that's 50 is going to say, Jason, I can't do that computer stuff. I'm 50 years old. I've never touched a computer in my life. Excuses. Get rid of the excuses. And in the end, it's fear, right? You're just afraid. And fear is a killer. Fear will kill all your dreams and all your desire and everything. And you know what you got to do with fear? You got to step on it and you got to make it happen. You got to step out of that comfort zone and stay living out of the comfort zone. And when you live out of the comfort zone, amazing things will happen. I promise you, amazing things will happen when you step out of your comfort zone. I've been getting messages after messages here lately of, man, Jason, you inspire me. Man, you have changed my life and my family's life. And guess what? It can happen to you. And you know what? It's just the start of it. That is the best part of this. It's just the start of it. And guess what? You can do this. That is the most amazing part of this. And you know what? It might not even be in pressure washing. It might be in Christmas lights. It might be in whatever you do, right? That's what you do. Look, by flipping rocks. Look at this. Waiting on 2 approvals for commercial totaling of $21,000 by flipping rocks. How many rocks are you flipping? Or are you too scared to go flip rocks? Is fear holding you back? I'm not good enough. I don't know if I can do this. Just make it happen. That's what I'm telling you. Just make it happen. And when you make things happen, I promise you, you're going to get into situations you're going to be like, I don't know how I'm going to do it, but just do it. Just do it. That's the best thing you could do. 100% true. Dan and I wouldn't be where we're at without joining your mentorship. And that's the thing, right? They're doing over $100,000 already too. And they're doing it part-time. They're doing like 20,000 square foot houses. Because guess what? You can do that thing. That's the thing. Tristan, he's just a kid. And he's done $100,000 or close to it already this year. There is possibility that you can do this. Already done $160,000 for our second year. Mindset is everything. This dude knows what he's talking about, right? And these guys struggled last year. But you know what? They hung in there and they did it, right? You can do the same thing. I promise you, it's not about the equipment. And I know I've gotten passionate on this one, but it's not about the equipment. And, I see so many people that want to say, Jason, I can't do something, right? Why can't you do it? Why don't you believe in yourself? If you don't believe in yourself, I can't, right? I can't even believe. I mean, I will hope for you, but hope don't do nothing, right? Hope does nothing. I hope I can hit 100,000. No, talk about it. I am going to hit 100,000. I am going to hit $1 million, right? Not I hope to hit $1 million one day. Well, guess what? Hoping ain't never going to get you there. I promise you. Hope does nothing. Hope does nothing, right? Start talking about it. You know why I gave this book at the beginning of it? Because it talks a lot about what I'm hitting on here. The greats in this book, and there's some Henry Ford, Schwab, all of these people are in this book. Guess what? None of them had education. Edison didn't have no education. He was told he was stupid. His mom told him that he couldn't go to school no more because he was too stupid. You know what? There's some of you out there that have been told you're stupid. Don't believe the lies. They're lies. I promise you, they're lies. You can do anything you put your head to. You put your head to it, you can do it. Is it going to be easy? No. Are you going to have to learn things? Yes. Can you? Yes. Do you need to learn them all at once? No. But I promise you, you can do it. And you know what? It's one of those things I see a lot of people struggle with this. And this is why I'm hitting on this so hard. Because I want you to be successful. Jason, laying down foundation for big plans in the fall and winter. Jason, when he started his pressure washing journey, he loves when I tell the story. He said you can't make no money in Florida. There's only $99 guys. And he's done very well for himself this year. He's probably going to hit 300,000 this year. I think his goal is only 250, but I'm going to push it to 300, right? Push those goals. Push those goals. That's how you get there. You don't get big numbers if you don't ask big numbers. And this is true, right? This is kind of back to, well, I don't have this big equipment. I don't have all this equipment. I don't have all of this. I can't charge that. No, you can. Heck, you can. Yes, you can. Guess what? You can make that. This is something that I see a lot of people struggle with is they're scared to death to charge, right? They're so scared to death to charge. Why are you so scared to charge? Just ask. What are they going to say? No? Well, guess what? You didn't sell it good enough. Go find someone that says say yes, right? This is definitely something that you have to take action on. And it does take time. You will have to learn the steps. You're going to have to learn what to say and what not to say, right? Sometimes I hear phone calls and I'm just like, why did you just kill yourself in that sale? Why did you just say, here, take this sale and I don't want it, right? I've heard it over and over. One time I heard a call and this guy, and this is a guru. I'm not going to say who the guru is, but this was a guru. He's one of those gurus out there and that loves to tell people how to start and make money. And basically this is how the phone call goes. Hello. And the dude's like, hello? Do you pressure wash? Yeah, we pressure wash. Okay. I need my deck cleaned. All right. Do you need anything else cleaned? It's going to be awful expensive just to clean just the deck. How big is the deck? Oh, it's only a little deck. Oh, man, that's way going to be here. You don't have a driveway to clean? No. You don't have nothing else to clean? No. Well, how much is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be my minimum of $300. Man, that is expensive. Wow. I think I'm going to pass. Okay. I kind of figured that. That was literally the phone call. He just gave it away. Instead of saying, yeah, absolutely we can clean that deck for you, that porch. Sure we can. Awesome. Yep. Today, we can get that for you. We can get that clean for you on Thursday, and it'll be $300. We can do it at 2 o'clock or 10 o'clock. What time works best for you? I'm not going to give them to say, man, you're expensive. I'm already booking them for the job, right? We're booking them. We're not going to give them an excuse out that we told them the excuse that we're expensive. That's what you have to do. Be careful how you talk to yourself. Guys who think he can't, and guys who think you can't. This is something that I see people, you're right. I agree 100%. This is something that when people wake up in the morning, they'll be like, man, I'm tired. Well, guess what? You're done telling yourself tired, right? Or you'll say, man, I'll never be that smart. Yeah, you can be that good. That's the awesome thing about this. You can learn and you can grow, and that is how you can be where you need to be. I flipped a $5,400 job going to flip 100 more, right? That's $500,000, right? Let's do it. Flip them. How many rocks does it take to get that? You might get $100,000 job by flipping rocks. You know what you won't get by not flipping rocks? Jobs. If you just wait for them to come to you, good luck on that. It's going to be really hard for them jobs to come to you. It's probably not going to happen, right? And so this is why it's important that we flip rocks, we take action, we make things happen, we do hard things, and great things happen to you. People will say, you're just lucky. Jason's just lucky. He just luckied into it. You know what? If you flip enough rocks, you're going to get lucky. But you know what? That is what luck is. When you put yourself in the right opportunity at the right place at the right time, guess what? Things happen to you. Was that luck? No. Because you know what? He got told no 10 other times. But guess what? If he would have stopped on the first no and not kept going, he would have never hit that $5,400 job. That's probably going to take less than a day. Because that's what you can do. You know what you can't do? Do that if you're not flipping rocks, not taking action, not putting out yard signs, not posting on Facebook groups, not doing the things that you need to do because you're worried about going and getting a $10,000 rig or a $20,000 rig or a $30,000 rig or a $60,000 rig or a $100,000 rig because that's where you think the money is going to come from is through your rigs, and your rigs don't make you no money. I promise you guys, I promise you, take action. I get that it's hard. I understand that it's not easy. But you know what? You can do it. And that's the awesome thing. Here's the thing. I see people here, right? Nathan, he's just a little 22-year-old kid killing it. right? Because he's taking action. He's going to BNI meetings and killing it, because networking is a great way to grow your business. If you don't know nobody, nobody's going to know you, right? We got Jason Hefner in here. Did 200,000, 250 last year. Guess what? There's nothing special about Jason. He's just a bald-headed fireman down there. You know, a bald-headed paramedic. That's all he is. But you know what? He's doing amazing things because he's not letting things hold him back. Is there things that hold him back? Sure, there could be. Promise you there could be. But you know what? He's not doing that. He's making it happen and killing it, right? Right? We got Bonnie and I can't even think if you're in Bonnie's wife or girlfriend. Can't even think what his name is. Mind blank. They're killing it. Said they're doing $160,000 in Myrtle Beach. I seen a post about a month ago saying you can't make no money in Myrtle Beach. Nobody down here making money in Myrtle Beach. Here's like 10 pressure washers that nobody making money. Guess what? They're made 160, and guess what? I got another guy down there did 96,000 in 1 month. Right? Mr. Chris Johnson is going to do $1 million in Myrtle Beach, but then people saying you can't make no money down here in Myrtle Beach. It was a big long post, had 80 different quotes on it, and people saying no, you can't make money down here. Guess what? You're right. You can't make money down there if you believe it, because you're not finding the right customers. First off, you're not finding the right customers. Second off, you're not charging enough. You know, it's back to if you're charging $200-$300 and that's what your average ticket is, you're not going to make no money. But if you can get your average ticket up to $1,000, $1,500, $2,000, guess what? I don't need that many clients. I don't need that many clients to make $100,000, right? I don't need that many at that point. But if I'm at $200, I need a whole lot of clients to get to $100,000. Right, I need a whole lot of clients to get there. But if I can get to $1,000, if I have $1,000 average ticket, all I need is 100 people. 100 people give me $1,000. Guess what? I made $100,000. Guess what? You can do it. It's not rocket science, guys. I promise you, it's not rocket science. You will find once you start to act that it's far easier, and it's actually easier to close larger deals than small ones. And you know what? I can't agree more on this. This is 100% true. The cheap customers are the worst customers out there. They will call you back. They will complain the most. They will aggravate the living crap out of you. But the guys that are willing to pay the $2,000 average ticket are like, here you go. Because it's a lot easier on them than the little guy. Second month in part-time and doing $1,500 simple residential one-story job tomorrow due to upselling. Thought twice before I sent the estimate, and the customer accepted it within 5 minutes. Because again, Joel, you are not your customer, right? And I see this. People will be like, you know what, I'll drop it down to $1,000. There's no way they're going to pay $1,500. But they will, because if you do what you say you do amazing customer service, you call them, you keep in contact with them, you have great 5-star reviews, and I know you're just starting, but if you have awesome and you go the extra mile with these customers, guess what? They'll let everybody know that you are awesome. My ship is not going to come in. I have to swim out to it. Your guidance is invaluable. You can accomplish a lot with yard signs, door hangers, 20 rounds, uniforms, and some lettering on your truck. 100%, and some Facebook groups. I don't even know if you need to do the 20 rounds. Yes, door hangers. I agree 100% on this. Do this with Facebook groups. There's no reason why you can't do $100,000 with just this right here in a year. No reason at all. Only reason is because you're not putting out your sign. It's not what you're needing to do. 65 peeps watching and learning. How about them thumbs up to keep Jason algorithm working? Thank you, Wallace. I met him and he's actually a nice guy. Jason is a great motivator. Take a breath. Right. I'll take a breath. So I am giving away a tonight a ticket for the huge convention in Nashville, Tennessee. Um, you can sign up here at kingofpressurewash.com/giveaway. I'm only giving one away. And so you do have to use a capital G in there. Otherwise, I don't think it'll take you to the right page. So let me see if it'll. I may even put it in here, kingofpressurewash.com/giveaway. That way I will give it away. Just give it away. Um, yeah, it says a Christmas giveaway. Well, it's Christmas in July, just so you know. Add a comment. I don't know where all this is going to go to, but I'm going to see if this will work here. I met him and his wife. His wife is a lot more fun. She's like a stick in the mud. But yeah, so that is definitely something that if you want to go sign up, I will be giving it away here as soon as around 9:50. So go check that out. But guys, here's the thing. I know. Will you get Ryan C back on here for Christmas Lights Live this year? Ryan C. Which one? But Christmas lights is definitely something that I'd highly recommend. But yeah, so also if you want to check out kingofpressurewash.com, I don't know if I have any deals going on. I'm sure she's giving me a deal somewhere. I don't know where it is though. But go check out kingofpressurewash.com. Every Monday night we do a marketing Zoom call. I have everything on there that you need, and then it is definitely worth it. And if you need a website or anything, you can go to kingofmarketing.io, and we can get you a website going, a pressure washing website there. I will be doing a Facebook ads for Christmas lights. I'm not doing them for pressure washing because I've not seen anybody have really good luck with them, so that's why I'm not doing that. The boat you were using for the patrol, was it a 3-motor beast? Yeah, it'll do 60 mile an hour up on plane. It'll get up on plane and do 60 mile an hour. It's pretty cool. So, what all of your questions as I breathe a little bit here since somebody told me to breathe? Oh, if you want to know when I go live, you can text King, King, to 859-696-1101. And that is where you will be able to know when I go live. I send a message out whenever I go live. So, what are some things? Here's some things that I want to hit to on is, we talked about you don't need equipment to make $100,000, right? I've already talked to you about Mr. Wagner did $165,000 with a 3-gallon a minute pressure washer and a pump up sprayer. He upgraded his 3-gallon minute pressure washer to a Predator 4-gallon a minute, a Harbor Freight 4-gallon a minute pressure washer. And he uses, right now he's got garbage cans that he puts his hoses in. And that's how he's able to put all his hoses back in. And so this is how he is able to do this. And some people might say that's crazy, but here's the deal, right? He has very little cost, right? His overhead is very little. And so it is definitely something that you have to do to make these things happen. Billy B, 20 around is, what is a 20 around? Yeah, so a 20 around, like a 5 around is you go to the neighbor's house, you go across the street, do those 3, come back, do that neighbor. So 20 is basically you're going, 8, 10 down this way, cut across, 10 across. That's what you're doing there, 20 around. Yeah, I'll probably bring Fred on. He's about goofy, so I'll bring him on. And if y'all got any pressure washing questions, don't hesitate to ask, whether it's about equipment, whatever it's about. Don't hesitate to ask. I will answer your questions. I'm gonna roll. I'll scroll down through some of these questions here already that you asked. What's up, unique pressure washer from Southern Alabama? Taking action on a paver ceiling this week. Pavers, prayers, please. Yep, that's a good one. Miss Trisha's in the house. She's always here, always shows up. What's up, everyone from Middle Tennessee? First time live viewer. Really cool to see some names I watch. Mr. Rent's thinking about starting a side business. Don't think about it, just do it. You know, there's reasons why I teach what I do. And if you haven't watched any of my videos, I'd say go watch them, because I teach everything you need to do. Some of them are older, but they are still work. It's again, Mr. Wagner has a 3-gallon a minute pressure washer. He did upgrade to 4 with a downstream injector and a pump up sprayer and a surface cleaner. And that is all he did. How's Mr. George doing? It's all, wow. George, have you seen The Sound of Freedom? Mr. Teak, Nathan, I seen it the other day. Good movie. I have not seen it yet. He also likes the Snap Fitness guy from Grant Cardone, Undercover Billionaire, which was a great show. Yep. On vacation for anniversary on Colorado River. Just wanted to stop and say hello. That sounds like fun. It's not about the equipment. New rigs every year. Then I never see them again. A lot, and you'll see them on sale or sold pretty quickly. It's not the equipment. Follow the process and do the small things each and every time. You know, that's a powerful sentence right there. This is something that a lot of people don't get, right? You don't put systems, you have systems in place, they just suck, right? And so you don't put systems in place to make sure that you do the same thing over and over and over. I see this in business that are doing $250,000. I see this in business that are doing $500,000. I see businesses that are doing $1 million and they're not following the process, right? They just kind of wing it and hope for the best, and they don't have systems down. They have nothing, right? And they're hanging on by a string of not losing everything, because they don't have no way of they're not taking their before pictures, they're not taking their after pictures, they're not asking, right? There's things that you do every time. There's a reason why I do the 26-step checklist for you, so that way you understand that you do these steps every time. Every time you make sure you're at the right house. Every time you make sure that you parked on the street and you didn't park in the driveway unless you absolutely had to. And you took a picture to document it. Because if you just put a check mark, doesn't mean that you parked there, right? But if you take a picture of your vehicle out on the street, guess what? They can't blame it on you. You took pictures before, you checked it. Before you got there, you called them. Before you got there, you texted them that you were on the way. Before you even did that, you texted 2 or 3 times to let them know what the next steps of the process was. When they got to the phone and you answered it on the first ring, you had a good conversation. You wasn't like, hello? Right? You actually used your name and your business name, and you were polite, and you were, right? All the little things, man. It's the little things that make huge steps of progress. There is not like one thing that you can do and you're going to make good money. I promise you, it's the little things. It doesn't matter if you are going out and finding these customers. It's all about the little things. Usually what happens is we jump over the dollars to pick up the pennies, because we're not doing the little things, right? We're not making sure that we answer the phone every time on the first ring, or by the second ring. We're not making sure that we're talking to the customer and building that relationship. If you're going to go in person, you're going to sit there and talk to them for 30 minutes and you're not even going to talk about the job, right? We're going to learn about their personalities. We're going to learn what their love languages are. Jason, you're crazy when you talk about that. I promise you, we had this conversation with, so this past weekend, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I went to the light show for Haven Lighting. And because I'm going to start probably a permanent lighting business and a landscape lighting business. And I want it to go nationwide. That's my goal, is to do it nationwide. But I haven't figured out all the details, but that's my goal, right? I'm going to set my goals high. So this is how this went, right? So I was talking to my good friend Paul, and he's very data driven, right? He's a high C. I know his personality, right? High C, high D, very data driven. And we were talking about sales. And then I was like, there's customers that you'll never talk anything about it, right? Because most of the people out there are an S, which is 69% of the population is an S, which they don't care about all the data. And what they want is you build a relationship with them. And so when you build that relationship with them, they'll buy anything from you. They will buy anything from you. You don't even have to talk about pressure washing. You don't even have to talk about Christmas lights. You don't have to talk about landscape lighting. I don't care what you're selling. You don't even have to talk about it. But it's amazing to see what happens when you do this, right? And this is what is so cool about this. This story kind of gets me a little bit choked up a little bit. And here's why. So, you don't have, and I know I'm kind of all over the place tonight. Sorry. But this is why I want to hit on. So we were there with Paul, and Paul's awesome. Paul did, like I say, he's doing $12 million in sign business, and I always want to get around smart people, right? And actually, if you want to get around a smart person like Paul, there might be an opportunity that we are talking about. I don't know much of the details yet. It will be in September, and it will be something for men, and it will be awesome. That's all I'm going to leave it as. But this is something that I wanted to hit on. So there's another guy that in 2021, he messaged me, and he said, oh, that ain't the one I want. He said this. This is what he said. He said, this is what, in 2021, I believe it was, this is what he said. And the reason why I know is because I sent him a picture, and this is what he said. So in March of 2021, he said, "Hey, Mr. Guyman, my name and business, I've been washing part-time the last 2 summers, and this year I'm going full-time. I have my sign out will be going door to door tomorrow. I'm using Home Advisor, but I'm kind of dislike their service. I'm still working on my Google business. I did my first 5-star review, so it's a start. To be honest, I want to be the guy you mentioned in your videos next year as a success story. I am determined, and I know I will secure, but I know I will need help. I started with a backpack sprayer and 200 feet of garden hose, and now I have a 4-gallon-minute machine. I put together myself a 12-volt system. I just need help getting the phone to ring. I have gotten through Profit First and implementing the first 5 account systems. So I guess my main question is, how do you feel about another success story? So let's talk about this gentleman here that has killed it. So that year he ended up doing like $40,000. And so that's where he's at. Last year in 2022, he did over $310,000. Now, does he have disability? Does he have things that people might think that he does? Yes, he does. And so it is one of those things that he has a huge beard to cover up something that he don't want to see, right? I think he may not have many teeth if he has any teeth. And so he could have let that hold him back, or he's pushing forward and making things happen. He did $309,000. They live, so they're completely debt free, and they're getting ready to build a house, but they still live in their single wide trailer that they had when they started, right? Because they didn't just go blow money and do it, and they're being smart. They're investing more into investments, and so that way they make their money grow and not just be giving it all out there, right? And so this is what's awesome, that I could sit there, and I talked to him for almost probably 45 minutes the other day because he was there. But to do 300, his goal this year is to do $500,000. $500,000 to a guy that never took college, that never, nothing, none of that stuff. Lives in a trailer. I mean, I could give you the list of reasons why he could never been successful. He came to our class last year, and or 2 years ago, and he basically, it cost him a lot to get there, and that's what started his business to blow up and explode, right? And so this is why it is important that you take action and quit blaming all the reasons why you can't do it. Quit making excuses why you can't be successful, because there's plenty of excuses out there. I promise you, there's plenty of excuses in this world. Plenty of excuses. Don't let the excuse hold you back. Don't let fear hold you back. That fear is the enemy's number one tool that will make you not be successful. And I don't care what it is. You know what held me back for so many years? Is I suck at writing. I suck at writing. Like, if it wasn't for ChatGPT, I wouldn't know I suck at writing. And it's held me back for years and years and years. I used to say, man, if I could get somebody to write this for me. Well, guess what? You can pay somebody to write it. You can have somebody else to write it. And here's the thing, Rich. I didn't even know you had issues with that. Would have never known. That's what I'm saying. And you're a super nice dude, man. I mean, you went above and beyond any other person in my class has ever done. To write me a thank you note and give me a gift card at the end of class is more than anybody has ever done for me. So, and you are the most nicest, genuine guy that I could almost meet that I've met there. And don't let that hold you back, brother. I know it's hard and I can't say it, but because I don't have that issue, but you know what? I got crazy eyes and I can let that hold me back. I mean, right now, this one here is pointing off in La La Land because I'm half tired, right? But I don't let it hold me back. I used to wear glasses. Don't let that stuff hold you back. It's excuses. I promise you, most people don't even know it. That is the most amazing thing about it. And most people will care for you and do amazing things with you, right? That's what's awesome about this business is you can make $500,000, you can make $1 million, you can make $5 million right here with what you're doing. And that's what you have to do. You have to be yourself, right? And I know it's hard. I get it. But you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. It's awesome. Signs work. I agree. How many signs have you put out? You're the sign guy. If I remember right, you put out like a crap ton of signs. Amen to that. This is something that I didn't mean to go this deep, but I just know that somebody needed to probably hear that. Maybe 2 or 3 of you. Maybe 10. Well, maybe 69 of you needed to hear this. But you can do amazing things. And that's what I wanted to hit on. And don't let fear and that hold you back. That's the reason why I started this whole thing here today. Because you can do amazing things. And I want you to do amazing things. There's so many gurus out there that are going to tell you got to do this, and you got to do that, and you can't do this, and you can't do that, and you can't. Don't listen to them. Most of the gurus out there have never done what they said they've done. I promise you they haven't. I know they haven't. That's the thing. 15 weeks pregnant, putting out yard signs. You can suck it up and do it. What's your excuse? 15 weeks and pregnant? Just do it. All right, so I'm going to hit this one more time. Not money bushes, sorry, that's the wrong thing. Giveaway. kingofpressurewash.com/giveaway. Right? Oh, there's my guru right there. He's a guru. I already talked about your guru in this. I don't even know if you were listening, but he's short, right? Chris is short. He's a little short dude. He can have all kind of excuses, but you just do it, right? And that's the awesome thing about it. You know, Chris is going to do $1 million this year. $1 million in pressure washing. And that's amazing. You know? And you can too. That's the amazing thing about this business. There is nothing special about Chris Johnson other than he's short. And he's a little guy, little big guy. And I love picking on him. I don't even pick on him that much. I just love Chris. Chris is a guy that he's a good friend. If I needed something, he would probably fly up here and help me if I needed him too. Because that's the kind of guy he is. And I would do the same for him. Because I like Chris. Do I talk to him all the time? Nope. Every day? Nope. But Chris is an amazing guy. And so this is what I'm talking about. And you know what? He quit a good job, right? He worked at Pepsi making $80,000, $90,000 a year. A good job, full benefits, insurance, all that kind of stuff. And was it hard his first year? Sure it was. But now he did over $500,000 last year, and he's going to do over $1 million this year. You know what? So can you. You just got to believe in yourself. And that is what is the awesome thing about this thing, about the pressure washing industry. All right, I want to give something away. So go to kingofpressurewash.com/giveaway. You've got to get it there before I figure out where I've got to find all these people that have signed up for this. Embrace the suck at the beginning and reap the rewards later. You know, this is true right here. It does suck in the beginning, and it is hard, but you can do it. He's not short on money. South Miami to beat 100 signs a week, and we fully booked till December. Do it, guys. Yep, 400 signs a month. Think about that, 400. And you got to be consistent, prolific, and relentless. You got to do it when you're tired. You got to do it when you don't want to do it. You just got to go out and do it, guys. That's the whole point of this business. Is you just got to go out there and do it. And it's going to be hard sometimes, and you can do hard things. That's the thing about this. You can do hard things. So let me figure out where all of this is coming into for my giveaway. So, and what this is this will be for a giveaway form. This will be for one ticket for the huge convention. One ticket for the huge convention, and that is in the end of August. All right, so we got 25. I think that's 25. Hope that's 25. Yep, 25. How many entries we got? Because this has been going on for a little while. 25. All right. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 36. 36 people have signed up. So if you want to get in there, I'll give you a few seconds later. Kentucky Wash Pros, what's up, Billy B? Embrace the suck. It all goes back in the company. I like Chris too. Chris is an awesome dude. I'm not short, Chris. I'm vertically challenged. What is the dates for the October class? That's a good question. If you want to know about the in-person class, go to inpersontraining.com/pressurewashhelp.com or your King of Pressure Wash. Actually, that's not the best one to go to. Just go to kpwtrain.com and it'll take you there. KPW Train. I think the October class, I don't know when's the October class. My dates are all messed up. So the September class is September 7th, 8th, and 9th in Raleigh, North Carolina. And nope, that's not right. I lied. It is the 8th, 9th, and 10th in Raleigh, North Carolina. In October, it is the 13th, 14th, and 15th. October 13th, 14th, and 15th is the October class. So sign up for that. It is a hands-on training. It is everything you need to know how to start and grow a pressure washing and a Christmas light business. So all day Christmas lights, all day pressure washing, and then all day marketing. If you want to just do one or the other, you can. If you have an employee, I haven't signed up the employees yet, but I will put a link on there for the employees people. So let me refresh this one more time since it's 10 o'clock, and we'll see if we added any more people on here. And I will see, let's see here. Let me refresh this one more time because I want to make sure if anybody else wants to get on there. I've seen somebody else just signed up there from Mesa, Arizona. Let's see how many people we got here. All right, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Nope. 39. All right, so we're going to make it fair here. We're going to go pick a number between 1 and 39. Go. Generate. 35 is the number. 35. That makes it easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 35. So that'd be 39, 30. So it's Sean Diller. Sean Diller is the winner. I need to write that down so I don't forget. Sean Diller. Should I give another one away? I think I do have 2 tickets. Diller. If I don't have a ticket, then that's not going to be good. But I'm pretty sure I have 2 tickets left. I think I have 4. Should I do one more? What do y'all think? I need to book. What book do you need? What are the dates for October class? Thank you for the kind words. First time here, just began looking into doing this, and you have inspired me. I can do this. I am ready to start and leave my Home Depot job. My 13-year-old grandson is ready to help me out. Awesome. You can do it anytime, bud. Praying for your success. Feeling motivated. Thanks, Jason. Yes. Congrats. So Lindy says I should do another one. All right. I'll do another one. I hope I got another one. Otherwise, you're going to get a book or something. So I will see if anybody else signed up for it. Let me go back here and update my stuff here and see if anybody else signed up for it. Because I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity. Go for it. You had me for the second. Yeah, somebody else signed up here. Let's see. See one more time. Who else signed up here? All right. That's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. All right, 40 people. Pick a number between 1 and 40. Generate. 12. Number 12. Let's see who number 12 is. I used to show you this, but then everybody's seen their emails and all that kind of stuff, so I had to quit. Do you feel lucky? Well, do you? Let's see. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Richard Stainsbury Jr. Tristan, you was number 11, and Richard is number 12. And Brian Lewis, you were number 13. But Richard, I will get you that ticket. Richard. And that is a ticket to go to the huge convention in August. Richard. And I will try to get that out. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate every one of you coming on tonight. Again, you can go check out kpwtrain.com for the online classes. Also, the membership is at King of Pressure Wash. Every Monday night, we do Monday night marketing Zoom calls. They're they ain't one-on-one calls. They're group Zoom calls. You can get all your questions answered, everything along those lines. Also, you can sign up for the text whenever I go live at King, K-I-N-G, at 859-696-1101. But other than that, I hope you all have a great night. I hope you have a great week, and we'll see you all later.